Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. Oh my gosh, everyone, here we are. It is the end of Ezekiel, and not only that, we're all together.
We're all together.
We can look at that. We can touch each other's screens.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No, truly, this is a momentous moment because we have not seen each other, all three of us, in person for over 2 years.
Yeah.
So this is really, really awesome that we're getting to do this finally.
Yes. So pause for just a moment. There will be a little bit of echo because we're all in the same room and there's a little bit of delay between our signals, unfortunately. There's nothing we can do. So I hope that's not too terrible for you listening. That won't be in the recorded version, though. So no need for that.
Okay.
But thank you, everyone, for being here for this live show. Just imagine that we're in like a big performance hall. And so there's like echo off the back wall, right? It's like a huge auditorium packed with people. Everyone's loving it. They're drinking. They're having a great time.
Yeah, one of those like very rare, gigantic, like old auditorium style theaters that lets you have booze at your seat. I don't think that really exists anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's lovely. Speaking of booze, I just want to get right into this. This episode is sponsored by BuzzBalls.
It's not actually.
It's not. I'm kidding.
It's not. But,
yeah, it's not.
But Emily and I went for a walk to go pick up some booze.
Yes.
And I was like, look, BuzzBalls. And Emily was like, let's do it.
Yeah, because, we're all together. We're staying at an Airbnb. So it was going to be very difficult for me to create some fancy cocktails. So instead, we bought some cocktails. So I'm interested. We haven't, what do you, I have chili mango. What do y'all have?
Mine is tequila Rita.
And mine's a cran blaster.
Let's see. Okay.
Cran blaster. It kind of sounds gross when I say it out loud like that.
Whoa, that's alcoholic. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
That tastes like an alcoholic Otter Pop to me.
Huh.
It just tastes like cranberry juice. I don't think there's any alcohol in mine.
I doubt that somehow. It says there's 15% worth of alcohol. Mine is pretty alcoholic. We should all pass to the right.
Okay.
Or to the left. Okay.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, we'll pass some direction. I hope all of you at home are passing your drinks around too.
It's a good thing we're drinking. That's all I have to say.
It is. I agree. It's Thursday. Let's drink. All right, everyone.
Drink that BuzzBall and then pass it around. Or let me give you yours back. And then we'll start this thing.
Shall we?
Ooh, I like this one. I like this one better than that.
Oh, yeah, me too. That's why I'm giving this one back to you.
Everyone hates the cranberry one the most.
Yeah, Sam, it's a buffalo instead of the lady.
Yeah, that's true. I like the buffalo.
Lady. There it is. A colorful buffalo.
Beautiful. All righty. Should we get back into it?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, we were talking about BuzzBalls.
Yes.
We're talking about drinking.
Yes. And now should we talk about what we're doing today?
Or what we learned last time.
Oh gosh, what did we learn last time?
Okay, last time they reiterated no woolen garments for the priest. Basically, nothing sweaty.
Yes.
No sweat in the loin area. And then the Levites...
Because that is the sweatiest area.
Yeah, and then the Levites who had gone astray previously, they still would get a job at the new temple, but kind of like the crappy entry-level job.
Yeah, but they really got off pretty scot-free.
Yeah, but the fact that Yahweh didn't just straight up murder them...
Totes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then did we get a couple more IKEA instructions as well? I felt as though there were like final instructions, or maybe it was just all Levites all the time.
Yeah, I think there were some more details about what... Oh, right. It was about the gate that had to be left open every week for Yahweh to go through, but no one else could go through it.
Yes.
But the prince could kind of hang out near it.
Yeah.
But but couldn't go through it. And then everyone else had to enter through one side and exit through the opposite side of where they entered. Remember that weird thing?
Yeah, we had to keep up the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a weird chapter. But today, we're continuing on with the final 2 chapters. This is it, everybody. The last 2 chapters of Ezekiel, chapters 47 and 48. And then we're going to have a couple Psalms. And
a Qui.
And a Qui at the end. So stick around in the live show for the Qui. But then the other exciting thing is that we're going to be starting.
Oh, what are we doing?
Books. Do you want to know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you said books, plural.
Probably not like in tandem or maybe.
Well, so we either have 12 books coming up or 1 book coming up, depending who you ask.
That's a very different number of books.
Yeah. Please elaborate.
So in the Hebrew Bible, these next 12 books are just considered 1 book, which is called the 12. And it's the 12 minor prophets.
Cool.
In the Christian Bible, they're split up into separate books.
Okay.
But for the Jews, it's cheaper by the dozen. And so we put them all into one book.
Or as Sean says, a DBS dozen. I like that.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Like a baker's dozen, a DBS dozen.
I don't know what a DBS dozen is, but yeah. Cute.
So this is going to be pretty exciting, right? So this includes such books as Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. Coincidentally, also the names of all the members of the sons of Korah.
Really? Are they the sons of Korah?
No, but that was like a big old long list of very like country.
Yeah.
Obadiah.
Good old boys kind of names.
So, Hosea said, Rafi? Raf? Someone in the chat said Hosea is absolutely wild. Sorry, I totally butchered your name, but I'm excited for this absolutely wild Hosea. Yay.
And they're all short. They're anywhere from like 3 to maybe even just 1 episode per.
Excellent.
Oh, that's going to be so refreshing.
Great.
Just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But yes, do you think that we're going to do new music for every single one?
I mean,
that's a task, Jace.
We'll see.
You could probably do it.
We'll see if I'm feeling up to it.
Yeah.
But that could be fun. And like lots of quizzes. That's a good question.
Oh my gosh.
Sean.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my
I wonder if people even made quizzes for all these individually, or if maybe we can only find quizzes
all just
for the 12.
The lesser prophets.
I feel like we really just need to pay attention. If it's 1 chapter or 1 episode rather, then we just need to, it's like a pop quiz right after you get fed
that's
all
fun.
of the information. So we can do that.
It's practically an open book quiz at that point.
Right.
Yeah, well, all right. Okay, shall we?
Okay, yes. So today we are continuing on with Ezekiel chapter 47 and 48, and then Psalms 85 and 86. As we get started, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, Ezekiel chapter 47. He brought me back to the door of the house, and behold, water issued out from under the threshold of the house eastward.
Whoa! So there's like a river runs through it?
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a water.
Or is there a moat?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a water feature or if it's like a pipe burst inside, you know?
No.
So for the forefront of the house was toward the east. Okay, just so you all know. And the waters came down from the right side of the house on the south of the altar. Then he brought me out by the way of the gate northward and led me round by the way outside to the outer gate, by the way of the gate that looks toward the east. You know what? I didn't bring my drawings with me on this trip, so I'm completely lost about where we are.
They'll have to rely on their mental images.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so went out the gate northward. Oh, right, because the east gate's the one you can't go out. That's Yahweh's gate. That's the Yahweh exclusive gate. Okay, so we went out the gate northward and led me round by the way outside to the outer gate by the way of the gate that looks to the east. And behold, there ran out waters on the right side. When the man went forth eastward with the line in his hand, the reed, he measured 1,000 cubits
Whoa.
And he caused me to pass through the waters that were to the ankles. So a shallow waters, I guess. Again, he measured 1,000 and caused me to pass through the waters that were to the knees.
Okay, hold on. So there's a water feature, a river runs through it, water feature.
Running out of it.
And he's like, walk through this. And then it gets deeper.
Yeah, so he
as it goes along.
Walked out 1,000 cubits and said, cross it here. And then went out like another 1,000 cubits and said, okay, cross it again.
Okay.
And this time it's up to his knees. Again, he measured 1,000 and caused me to pass through the waters that were to the loins.
Oh, it's really creeping up there.
Loin time.
What's for you? What's the worst part of getting in the water? Which body part?
Oh, yeah, you hate the water.
Well, oh gosh. Okay. I mean, I don't know, just water is trying to kill you actively all the time.
It is, but it also gives you life and it's beautiful. And we're both water signs, so what's your problem?
That's why I'm like, I got plenty of it. I got water in the stars. I don't need it around my body, you know?
Well, no one answered my question. For me, it's definitely the nips. People in the chat are agreeing. Definitely the nips. Worst part.
Yes.
Nips.
Yeah,
interesting.
I hear you. Yeah, although the waist is kind of bad too.
Yeah.
Like anywhere from like here up, it starts getting not fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Every part of it's rough.
Got it.
So is the next one going to be, he made me pass through the water and it was to the nips.
Oh, it probably will be. Yeah. Let's see here.
And I hated every second of it.
Okay. So we went to the loins. Afterward, he measured 1,000 and it was a river that I could not pass through. For the waters were risen, waters to swim in, a river that could not be passed through.
That's probably nips, I'm going to say. He's like, it's too uncomfortable. I'm
not going to do it. Sorry. Nice try.
Yeah. No. He said to me, "Son of man, have you seen this?"
You mean this water?
I guess. This water you just made me tromp through a bunch?
Yeah.
This is the first time I noticed this. Whoa.
Son of man, have you seen this? Then he brought me and caused me to return to the bank of the river. Maybe he just really wanted to make sure I was paying attention. Now when I had returned, behold, on the bank of the river were very many trees on the one side and on the other.
Okay.
Then said he to me, "These waters issue forth toward the eastern region and shall go down into the Arabah, and they shall go toward the sea. Into the sea shall the waters go, which were made to issue forth, and the waters shall be healed."
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
The waters themselves shall be healed.
Healed.
Yes. Huh.
Yes. It shall happen that every living creature which swarms in every place where the river come shall live. And there shall be a very great multitude of fish. For these waters are come here, and the waters of the sea shall be healed, and everything shall live wherever the river comes.
I mean, I appreciate the fish and life sounds like it's kind of coming to this area.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cute. It shall happen that fishermen shall stand by it. From En-Gedi even to En-Eglaim shall be a place for the spreading of nets.
En-Gedi, like the newborn photographer?
Yeah. En-Geddes.
En-Geddes. Oh, yeah. With the
with
like,
the little
flower
babies
crowns.
with lettuce leaves on their heads and butts and things like that.
Yeah, they're like in a basket or something, like they're a cat. Yeah.
Yep. So all the way from her, all the way to En-Eglaim, who I'm assuming is another famous photographer, shall be a place for the spreading of nets.
He photographs really old people in little flower
I see. So it's kind of like
I love that.
from young to old.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. There shall be a place for the spreading of nets. Their fish shall be after their kinds, as the fish of the great sea, exceeding many. But the miry places of it and the marshes of it shall not be healed. They shall be given up to salt.
Oh.
Yep. By the river on the bank of it, on this side and on that side, shall grow every tree for food, whose leaf shall not wither, neither shall the fruit of it fail. It shall bring forth new fruit every month, because the waters of it issue out of the sanctuary, and the fruit of it shall be for food, and the leaf of it for healing. It's like some aloe, probably.
Oh, I was thinking smoking some bud, but
I mean, either one.
Yeah, heal spiritually and physically. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the end of that section. Now, thus says the Lord Yahweh, this shall be the border by which you shall divide the land for inheritance according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Oh, we're doing this again.
Yes.
This is all new.
Yes.
Very important. Wait, and sorry, the Levites are a tribe, but they're not giving them land.
Yes.
Right.
So...
Right, and the reason why there's 12 is because Joseph got 2. Remember, his 2 sons each got, that's why there's still 12 tribes that have land.
Got it.
They were called like the half tribes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Remember,
tribe B. What?
We learned that the half tribe was a different thing. That actually was a different tribe split in half, or like half of one of these half tribes or something.
Huh.
It was really confusing.
Yeah.
It's a DBS dozen. Any number approximately 12 is a DBS dozen, I would
a lot
say.
of this is confusing. It's fine.
It's okay. At the Archipelago Sandwich Pub, what's that going to be? You're going to get like a basket of onion rings. That's a DBS dozen.
It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 12.
Or a basket of like macaroni cheese balls or something.
Ooh,
vegan macaroni cheese balls for Emily.
That sounds great.
That'll be a DBS dozen.
All I request, I mean, we can have both, but just that at the Archipelago Sandwich Pub, that there's a lot of vegan options.
Oh, everything. Yeah. Everything can be adjusted to be vegan.
Ooh,
we like
for
that,
sure.
yeah.
Loves it.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything has a vegan option.
And they won't give me real chicken like they did last night at CP.
No. No one's going to try to poison you.
What is it? CPK?
California Pizza Kitchen tried to give Emily real chicken. It was bad. It's a bad look. CPK.
Yeah,
listen
I was.
All you CPK executives who listen to this show, do better. Do better. Okay.
Cool. That wasn't cool. Okay.
So this is the border, this river. Joseph shall have 2 portions. You shall inherit it, one as well as another. For I swore to give it to your fathers, and this land shall fall to you for inheritance. This shall be the border of the land. Oh no, we're giving complicated Google Maps instructions here.
We love that.
Okay.
Okay.
This shall be the border of the land, : on the north side from the Great Sea by the way of Hethlon to the entrance of Zedad, Hamath, Berothon, Sibraim, which is between the border of Damascus and the border of Hamath.
We all know that, obviously.
Yeah. Hazer Hadakon, which is by the border of Haran. The border
that lovely place.
Yes, we all love that. The border from the sea. So that was the north border, was all that stuff I just said. Watch this. The whole quiz is going to be on these. The border from the sea shall be Hazar Enan at the border of Damascus. And on the northward is the border of Hamath. This is the north side.
No, do we think I guess if we were really A+ students, we would go back to the original instructions he gave for how the land was going to be divided and try to figure out, does this match?
Right.
Is it the same, or did he shake it up? Did he change it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming because a lot of things have been changed over time that perhaps this has been as well, but maybe not. I don't know.
It's kind of a rezoning right now.
Yeah. Red tape, or what is it? Redlining.
Redlining, gerrymandering.
Yeah.
Right.
Yikes.
I suppose, things have changed, right? Because they had this land, it all got divvied up, and then they all got kicked out of it and conquered. So I guess it's kind of like we got to come back and reestablish like what our borders are and how to split it up. So I guess that makes sense. I want to like make fun of this for repetition, but maybe it actually kind of makes sense in this context. Again, this is all just in Ezekiel's vision with C-3PO, though. So who knows if anyone took him seriously when he said all this. Maybe we can look that up in the bonus. Okay, so that was the north side. The east side, between Horan and Damascus and Gilead, and the land of Israel, shall be the Jordan. From the north border to the east sea shall you measure. This is the east side. Easy. The south side southward shall be from Tamar as far as the waters of Meraboth Kadesh to the brook of Egypt to the Great Sea. This is the south side southward.
Okay. Here we are now going to the south side. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Pick up my friends and
we go for a ride. Yeah.
Okay.
Weapon in hand.
What is it? Yeah. Wait, that's not how that song goes, but yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're on the final side now.
Okay.
The west side shall be the west side story shall be the Great Sea, from the south border as far as over against the entrance of Hamath. This is the west side story. So shall you divide this land to you according to the tribes of Israel. It shall happen that you shall divide it by lot for an inheritance. Remember, we did that before.
Oh,
definitely.
We cast lots
We did,
for who got what. Okay. So I guess you're sort of reshuffling, rechancing.
Yeah.
You shall divide it by lot for an inheritance to you and to the strangers who sojourn among you.
Oh, the strangers get in on this
some
also?
land too, yeah.
Wait, what constitutes a stranger?
I guess a non-Jew.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, someone who's not of one of the tribes, but who hangs out with
I
them,
just
who lives with
are
them.
they just like wandering in? Like what?
Well, okay, in the Torah, we got a lot of emphasis on taking care of strangers who are with you, being friends with them. But I guess the strong emphasis has been on don't let anyone uncircumcised into the temple.
Yeah. Okay.
But they can hang out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You divide it by lot and the strangers. And sorry, more clarification about these strangers here. You shall divide it by lot for an inheritance to you and to the strangers who sojourn among you, who shall father children among you.
Oh.
Wait for it. And they shall be to you as the homeborn among the children of Israel.
Whoa.
Wait, the homeborn? So they're like, I see. So they're like basically the same.
Yeah, strangers among you who have children get citizenship, I think is what he's saying.
Oh, we established that rule.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Well, immediately. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is today. Fascinating.
Okay. Now, I have to say, every single time we think that Yahweh's maybe turning over a new leaf and being a little bit more kind and compassionate, he does immediately betray us.
Well, we have 12 new lesser prophets.
12 new flavors of Yahweh to discover.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I wonder who created those stories, but yeah, we'll find out.
So they shall have inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel.
Wow.
Great.
Last verse of this chapter. It shall happen that in what tribe the stranger sojourns, there shall you give him his inheritance, says the Lord Yahweh. So they become a citizen of the tribe where they're living.
That they're hanging out makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's the end of 47.
Wow. This is some unexpected immigration policy coming out of left field.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Is this, do we need to take a break now? We're not even quite done with our balls.
I've been scared to finish this ball.
It's ball o'clock. Yeah.
This is a boozy, buzzy ball, if I may say so myself, but I'm a lightweight, so everything's a boozy, buzzy ball to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a boozy, buzzy ball.
Mm-hmm. I think we should probably take a little break because we got one more chapter before finishing Zeke's, and we don't want to blow our load.
Blow our buzz balls. We don't want to blow our buzz balls.
Soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have more of these booze balls, but we do have wine. So
that's called prophecy.
Yeah.
Jace
to
was
celebrate our prophets.
He's like, we have to get prophecy because we're prophets. Not us, but Ezekiel.
We're reading prophets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a little break.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're going to move on to read the final chapter of Ezekiel. OMG. OMY. We're so excited about it.
Yahweh.
But first, we're going to take a quick break to talk about how you can support this show if it's something that you love and you enjoy. And you know what? Right now is a great time to bring all your friends and your family along for the next episode when we're going to be starting a new book. It's always easiest, I think, to introduce someone when we're starting a new book. So bring your friends around. And you know what? It gets even better because you get to tell them, hey, you know what? Look, I get it. Committing to a new podcast, especially like a weekly live one, if you want to come to the live shows, it could be a big commitment. But you can say, you know what? Hosea is 3 episodes. 3 weeks. Give it a try. Why not? Joel, 1 episode. Right? It's going to be easy peasy, easy to try things out. So definitely give it a try. And if you love this show so much that you want to give us some financial support to help us afford to keep doing this, you can become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. And as a thank you, we have things like early releases of episodes, toasts on the show, Emily's drink recipes. I guess this week it'll just be a picture of buzzballs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do for this week, but that's fine.
Anyway, we would really appreciate your support. It would mean a lot to us.
And we're back, everyone. Wow. All right, here it is, the finale. Chapter 48. Now, These are the names of the tribes from the north end, beside the way of Hethlon, to the entrance of Hamath, Hazar, Enan, Enan, at the border of Damascus, northward beside Hamath. And they shall have their sides east and west. Dan, one portion, by the border of Dan from the east side to the west side. Asher, one portion, by the border of Asher from the east side even to the west side. Naphtali, one portion, by the border of Naphtali from the east side to the west side. Manasseh, one portion, by the border of Manasseh from the east side to the west side. Ephraim, one portion, by the border of Ephraim from the east side to the west side. Reuben, one portion, by the border of Reuben from the east side to the west side. Judah, one portion, by the border of Judah from the east side to the west side, shall be the offering which you shall offer. Yeah, I don't know. Judah gets something extra. The offering which you shall offer 25,000 reeds in breadth and in length as one of the portions from the east side to the west side, and the sanctuary shall be in the midst of it.
Oh, right. We're back to where this temple is going to go.
Okay. So it's like, that's probably where the Levites live, where it's like technically they don't own the land, but that's probably where they get to be.
Remember there was like a portion north of it where all the Levites were supposed to live?
Yes.
And south of it, there was like a public park or something like that.
Or a mall, an outdoor mall.
Oh, yeah, right. It was the mall. So that number of reeds, that like 1,000 whatever reeds, according to Eugene, who we haven't heard from yet this episode.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Gene.
He says that's 7 square miles. So like 7 miles by 7 miles with the sanctuary at the center of it. That's the like special area that we talked about before, I think.
Okay. The offering that you shall offer to Yahweh shall be 25,000 reeds in length and 10,000 in breadth.
Right. So that's the 7 miles long and 3 miles wide.
Got it.
So I don't know if you remember this in the last episode. There was that thing where like we have the 7 by 7 and then we have a 3 by 7 rectangle in the middle. That's Yahweh's special place that goes east to west.
Yahweh's
and then the
place.
Strip north of it, and we might clarify this, but the strip north of it within that 7 by 7 block is the Levites, and then south of it's the mall. So we'll see if this holds up based on what we learned last time.
For these, even for the priests, shall be the holy offering. Toward the north, 25,000 in length, and toward the west, 10,000 in breadth, and toward the east, 10,000 in breadth, and toward the south 25,000 in length, and the sanctuary of Yahweh shall be in the midst of it. It shall be for the priests who are sanctified of the sons of Zadok, who have kept my charge, who didn't go astray when the children of Israel went astray, as the Levites went astray.
Yep.
It shall be to them an offering from the offering of the land, a thing most holy, by the border of the Levites. Answerable to the border of the priests, the Levites shall have 25,000 in length and 10,000 in breadth, and the length shall be 25,000 and the breadth 10,000. They shall sell none of it, nor exchange it, nor shall the first fruits of the land be alienated, for it is holy to Yahweh. What do they mean by alienated?
Well, remember the first fruits of the land always have to get offered to Yahweh. I think he's saying these ones...
You can't sell them off.
You can't sell them because they have to get sacrificed.
Got it. The 5,000 that are left in the breadth in front of the 25,000 shall... What?
I just saw Eugene says, he starts that sentence by saying, what's left of the sacred square? He's like,
this little square of sacredness.
How we've parceled out this. Yeah.
So the 5,000 that are left in the breadth in front of the 25,000 shall be for common use, for the city, for dwelling, and for suburbs.
This is the mall that we talked about.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I think we're reiterating some stuff we covered a couple chapters ago.
And the city shall be in the midst of it. These shall be the measures of it. The north side 4,500, and the south side 4,500, and on the east side 4,500, and the west side 4,500. The city shall have suburbs, toward the north 250, toward the south 250, and toward the east 250, and toward the west 250.
Like 250 reeds, 250 suburbs, 250
I don't know, like
houses in the subdivision.
I don't know what they mean. I don't know. Huh. Whatever.
It is a little bit confusing. It's interesting that Eugene, ironically, does not use the word suburbs.
What is he? Yeah. Did you expect him to be a suburby type guy?
Well, I thought he would be like in the housing developments, like, because he modernizes everything and makes it weird.
Into housing developments. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he just says 3 miles of countryside for farming. It'll supply food for the city. So he's kind of, I don't know how accurate that interpretation is or not, but
I don't know.
Kind of fits my vision more than like suburbs where they've got like identical houses all lined up by each other.
Maybe it's a little blend of the two. Maybe it's some urban farmers.
There you go.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
All right, here we go from verse 18. This is a buzzy. I'm sorry, I'm buzzy from those balls.
Well, there's a buzz ball in your hand. So
I love those balls.
Yeah.
From verse 18. The remainder in the length answerable to the holy offering shall be 10,000 eastward and 10,000 westward, and it shall be answerable to the holy offering, and the increase of it shall be for food to those who labor in the city.
Okay, there's the farms we talked about. Yeah.
Those who labor in the city out of all the tribes of Israel shall until it. What? Like, was that grammar?
Till it in the opposite direction?
Shall until it.
Until?
Like until I go there. Like until. Shall until it.
Shall until it? I don't. What is the?
Do you have other translations pulled up?
Someone.
That was verse 19, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see. I mean, the NIV just says the workers from the city who farm it will come from all the tribes of Israel. That's not helpful. Let's see. What have we got here? This is, and they that serve the city shall serve it out of all the tribes of Israel. Yeah, all of them are just talking about how it's going to be all the tribes who farm it.
Okay.
All the other translations say that. So I don't know where the World English Bible gets off, you know?
Yeah.
All the offering shall be 25,000 by 25,000. You shall offer the holy offering foursquare with the possession of the city. The residue shall be for the prince on the one side and on the other of the holy offering and of the possession of the city. In front of the 25,000 of the offering toward the east border and westward in front of the 25,000 toward the west border, answerable to the portions, it shall be for the prince. And the holy offering and the sanctuary of the house shall be in the midst of it. Moreover, from the possession of the Levites and from the possession of the city, being in the midst of that which is the prince's, between the border of Judah and the border of Benjamin, it shall be for the prince. Are you understanding this, Jace?
No.
You're doing some hand gestures.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to conceptualize what's going on here.
I'm just kind of letting it wash over me as I do most of these books and these words. Like maybe somewhere my brain will assimilate everything.
Okay, so Eugene is saying the land set aside for the Levites on one side of and the city on the other is in the middle of the territory assigned to the prince. So I think he's saying the prince's territory kind of like overlaps or goes around those maybe or surrounds it or something. It's very confusing, to be honest.
As for the rest of the tribes, from the east side to the west side, Benjamin, one portion. But we're continuing. Okay,
yeah,
we're
back
continuing
to
with the rest of the tribes. We got a little derailed there.
Yeah.
By the border of Benjamin from the east side to the west side, Simeon, one portion. By the border of Simeon from the east side to the west side, Issachar, one portion. By the border of Issachar from the east side to the west side, Zebulun, one portion. By the border of Zebulun from the east side to the west side, Gad, one portion. By the border of Gad at the south side southward, the border shall be even from Tamar to the waters of Meribath Kadesh to the brook of Egypt to the great sea. This is the land which you shall divide by lot to the tribes of Israel for inheritance, and these are their several portions, says the Lord Yahweh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready. These are the exits of the city.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is recap, but we'll see if we correctly interpreted previous chapters.
Okay, get ready for repetition. On the north side, 4,500 reeds by measure, and the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel.
Okay, this is 2,250 yards is that measurement.
That's a lot.
That's a very,
lot of
very
yards.
long gate.
Okay.
I guess multiple gates all
hold
in
on.
a row.
The gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel. 3 gates northward. The gate of Reuben, 1. The gate of Judah, 1. The gate of Levi, 1.
Okay. Got it.
You can see what we're setting up here.
Yep.
At the east side, 4,500 reeds.
Again,
and 3 gates.
2,250 yards. Same measurement.
Even. The gate of Joseph, 1. The gate of Benjamin, 1. The gate of Dan, 1. At the south side, 4,500 reeds by measure, and 3 gates. The gate of Simeon, 1. The gate of Issachar, 1. The gate of Zebulun, 1. At the west side, 4,500 reeds with their 3 gates. The gate of Gad, 1. The gate of Asher, 1. The gate of Naphtali, 1. It shall be 8,000 reeds round about, and the name of the city from that day shall be Yahweh is there.
That's the city's name?
Well, what's the actual Hebrew
cool
name? Do you have that?
Okay, can I just tell everyone that Jason and I were sitting across from each other today in person, and he was like, we should learn Hebrew. And I was like,
Dedeker's taking a nap at this time, but I was like...
And he's like, we can do it. Like, it's only this many words that we have to learn, like 10,000 or whatever.
When I went to Israel a few years ago, I did do like a little bit of Hebrew Pimsleur and a little bit of at least trying to learn the alphabet.
Yeah.
And I did learn enough of the alphabet to read like street signs and stuff like that. Oh,
that's impressive. I mean,
but it's also, Hebrew is a wild language where basically each letter usually has these little dots on it that indicates what the vowel sound is supposed to be, because it's pretty much all consonants, right?
Okay.
And so these little dots indicate what the vowel sound is supposed to be. However, and so I was like, oh, that's easy. Anyone can learn that. Great. And so I started learning, and then I learned. But then actually, once you're an adult, basically all the signs just leave off those little dots because everyone just knows by context
what the word is.
And so I was like, that's more difficult.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's how I ended up in Jerusalem trying to order a beer on the Sabbath and just having my face spat in, basically, and not being able to talk my way out of it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yikes.
What I learned was that there's only like 8,000 something unique words in the Hebrew Bible, and that they're all based on just 2,000 root words. So I'm like, if we could learn those 2,000. That's just in the Hebrew
Bible, though.
Yeah, that's what we're learning it for, is for the Bible. That's, that's
not for our cool someday when DBS goes to the Holy Land.
Cool.
I mean, sure, that too. I'm sure it'll help, but like, what a great starting point, right? To just, here it is, learn it.
Do we have the Hebrew name for Yahweh is there?
Yeah, so to answer your original question,
what is it?
It's Adonai Shammah.
Adonai Shammah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or, well, this is interesting because Eugene translates it as Yahweh Shammah.
Huh.
And so I wonder.
I don't know.
You know what? The one that says Adonai Shammah is from the complete Jewish Bible. And so I wonder if that's one of those cases where they've switched it to the other name. I forget what all the rules are for that. Again, that's something we'll learn when we learn to speak Hebrew. But it means God is there.
Of course.
Yes. And we did it.
That
was it.
Wow, okay.
It's done.
But, okay. What a freaking boring ending to Ezekiel. It started out so strong.
No shit.
So strong. So wild. Aliens and visions, and
we're gonna get some of that in the quiz, so it'll come back. But first, we have to do. What do we have to do, Jace?
I knew it was going to be a disappointing ending.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. We did know that. So we have a continuation of our concert from last week with yet another special guest coming up. But first of all, everyone, please welcome to the stage the Sons of Korah, because it is time for Silly Psalms with DBS, the part of the show where DBS comes out and sings some psalms. Psalm 85, for the chief musician, a psalm by the Sons of Korah. Yahweh, you have been favorable to our land. You have restored the fortunes of Jacob. You have forgiven the iniquity of your people. You have covered all their sin. Selah. You have taken away all your wrath. You have turned from the fierceness of your anger. Turn us, God of our salvation, and cause your indignation towards us to cease. Will you be angry with us forever?
Yeah, definitely.
Will you draw out your anger to all generations? Won't you revive us again, that your people may rejoice in you? Show us your loving kindness, Yahweh. grant us your salvation. I will hear what God Yahweh will speak, for he will speak peace to his people, his saints. But let them not turn again to folly. Surely his salvation is near, those who fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Mercy and truth meet together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Truth springs out of the earth. Righteousness has looked down from heaven. Yes, Yahweh will give. Yahweh will
What?
give.
What was that?
Yes, Yahweh will give that which is good. Our land will yield its increase. Righteousness goes before him and prepares the way for his steps. And now, imagine the uproar of the crowd, right? At this psalm concert by the sons of Korah, when suddenly David walks out on stage.
Whoa.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Psalm 86, a prayer by David. Hear, Yahweh, and answer me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my soul, for I am godly. You, my God, save your servant who trusts in you. Be merciful to me, Lord, for I call to you all day long. Bring joy to the soul of your servant, for to you, Lord, do I lift up my soul. For you, Lord, are good and ready to forgive, abundant in loving kindness to all those who call on you. Hear, Yahweh, my prayer. Listen to the voice of my petitions. In the day of my trouble, I will call on you, for you will answer me. There is no one like you among the gods, Lord, nor any deeds like your deeds. All nations you have made will come and worship before you, Lord. Sorry, that was a lot of words weirdly together. They shall glorify your name, for you are great and do wondrous things. You are God alone. Teach me your way, Yahweh. I will walk in your truth. Make my heart undivided to fear your name.
This sounds like we've taken 20 different CCM Christian songs, praise music, and mashed them together.
Have.
This is you could take each verse and make a whole song out of it.
I will praise you, Lord my God, with my whole heart. I will glorify your name forevermore. For your loving kindness is great toward me. You have delivered my soul from the lowest Sheol. God, the proud have risen up against me. A company of violent men have sought after my soul, and they don't hold regard for you before them.
No.
But you, Lord, are a merciful and gracious God, slow to anger, bullshit, and abundant in loving kindness and truth. Turn to me and have mercy on me. Give your strength to your servant. Save the son of your servant. Show me a sign of your goodness, that those who hate me may see it and be shamed, because you, Yahweh, have helped me and comforted me.
Wow. The crowd goes freaking wild.
Losing their minds.
Awesome. Live tweeting the whole time. They their minds are blown. They can't believe it that David showed up.
Everyone had
David.
their stone phone tablets out, recording the thing. It was just so exciting.
No, it's a good dang time.
Stone tablets out really quickly, writing.
Jotting down.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, please stick around for the quiz. For all of you listening at home, this quiz is going to be coming out for the bonus episode. But for those of you in the chat, it's going to happen right now. So stick around, please. And everyone, this is it. Ezekiel is dead and done. Bye. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want to join our audience in the live stream shows, follow us on Twitch at Drunk Bible Study, or go to drunkbiblestudy.com/live. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including early releases, cocktail recipes, personal toast on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/Drunk Bible Study. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and write us a nice review on iTunes, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Dedeker Winston, Jace Lindgren, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book club.